now head coach for Cal State San Marcos, Stef Ewing, and Mackenzie Kestler for Cal State San Marcos. After they fell to Texas Tyler 5-1 today, we'll have Coach with an opening statement and then any questions from the media. All that. So Coach, opening statement, please.
Yeah, tough to come here and take a loss in game one. It was nice to get up on the board early when Mac hit Giuliano in, and I just felt like at that moment we relaxed instead of playing intense and downhill like we have the entire postseason. I think we showed a little inexperience today, making a couple errors, playing against a team who's been here before, and just they were comfortable. They never panicked. And the one thing that I know about our team is that we're resilient, and today's not going to define us, and we're going to be ready to go on Saturday. We got 7 hits against one of the best pitchers in the country, and just weren't able to put some things together when we needed it. And we know that we've got better days ahead of us, and part of this team that is, and the reason why we've been here is we haven't let losses define us, and we've had them this season. So we're going to go back to the hotel and relax, get some sleep, because we have been short on that since we've been here, and we're going to be ready to go on Saturday.
I'll open up for any questions from the media. Coach.
What do you guys think was the difference between today's game and what you guys can possibly do on Saturday?
I think one of the biggest things was our energy. We had a lot of energy early, and like I said, I think we just relaxed a little bit. And when you're playing in the postseason, we're playing at the College World Series, we're at the final. There's no time to relax, because every minute that you're out there is intense because you're playing against the best teams in the country. And don't you worry, we're going to gas up that boat, and we're going to be gassed up, all gas, no brakes on Saturday. And we know that. We discussed it in our post-game meeting as a team. We're not panicking. We wish we could have some of those moments back in that game today, but we can't. So the next game is what matters, and that's what we're preparing for.
Mackenzie, 2 hits for the day. Talk about a little bit about that on the game you had.
It was one of those hits that kind of hit the foul line, and I was like, was it foul or fair? And I feel like it's just going up there and playing the game that you've always played, and a ball's coming, and she's gonna throw a strike, so just got to see the ball and hit the ball.
Justin, any questions?
I do. Mackenzie, I'll start with you. You guys kind of came out and scoring in the first inning against a pitcher like that, getting off your World Series off to a start like that. Did you feel like, okay, we got a minute going for us? Did you feel like, okay, this might be something? What did you kind of feel after that first inning when you guys already had a run before?
Yeah, there's always a lot of nerves coming out here in the World Series, but once you get that first run and honestly past that first pitch and past that first inning, there's a lot of stress that's relieved. So I feel like it's just you're playing the softball that you've always known how to play, and it's just stress-free, and it definitely helps scoring a run in the first inning. Yeah.
And for you guys being here, the run you had, playing the first game, Coach, you just mentioned maybe not so much sleep the last few days. Just tell me what, even before this game, just kind of what the experience of being in the World Series and preparing to play this game has been like for you guys. Was it nerves? Was it a lot of excitement?
Totally, it's definitely a lot of excitement. This whole experience has been a great experience. We did community service yesterday with the softball team, and we saw them in the stands, and they even had some cheers made up for us, which is just such a crazy experience to know that softball circles back, because when you're a little kid, you don't want to mess up in front of the big kids, and it's the same exact thing when you're a big kid, you don't want to mess up in front of the little kids. So it's honestly such a great experience to be here, and I know once I saw those girls, it made me feel a lot better, and it's just honestly a great experience.
And Coach, for you, you get on the board early. They have a couple of they score a few runs. In the hits column, you mentioned it pretty even. What was your message after the game? Knowing you had a day off and you come back on Saturday, what was your message to your team after the game?
My message to the team after the game was that every little girl dreams about being here and playing here, and that today at times we kind of realized we were under the bright lights, and that when we come out on Saturday, we need to play like we are still that little girl and just go out there and play. And be with your teammates, have high energy, and swing like you've never missed, and throw the ball, in the circle like you've never been hit. I just felt like today at times we just were up and down, and we're going to be more consistent on Saturday. And part of the postseason, which is great about it being double elimination, is you can have a hiccup. You can run the table like we did through regionals and super regionals, but the defining moments of our season were the fact that we dropped a game here, we dropped a game there, but we were always able to come back and bounce back from that. So that's why I really feel confident that we're going to be in a good spot on Saturday. We got softball junkies on this team. They're going to stay here and watch softball. This is where they want to be. They want to be together, and they want to be here. And I'm sure after we eat some food, then we'll start discussing a little bit about just some things that happened in the game. I felt like after we scored that we just got a little tentative up to bat. She was doing a great job of throwing a first pitch strike with her screwball to right-handed and left-handed hitters. And I don't even want to tell you how many times we took that pitch. But it's just one of those things where it took us a little bit of time to make that adjustment, and once we did, boom, hit after hit. And then, in the postseason, it's all about getting hit when you have people on base. Nobody remembers how many runners leave on base. They remember the people that hit them in. So I do feel really confident about this group and our ability to rebound and come back. I think the CCAA conference has prepared us for that and prepared us in a good way to be ready to win 2 on Saturday.